Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel Love It or More. This is your May 2022 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We will start off with a sound bowl just to tune in and cleanse the energy. So if you'd like to take a nice breath in and exhale. Alright Capricorn, let us see what May has got in store for you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And if you do like it, press the like button, or you can subscribe, share, comment, all of that jazz. Okay, I'll be doing 3 rows. First row is your current energy starting the month off. The second row will be anything that is unseen, any obstacles, surprises. Ooh, openness and adventures have come up for you. We'll talk about that in a minute. And the outcome for the month will be the final row. Okay. Let's see what has been called on you. Yang, the masculine energy. Whoa, very interesting. Okay, and then we have final outcome. Oh, we got 2 again. Capricorn, I just think you're being greedy now. Oh, the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? And keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay, so there's definitely an openness to you as you start the month off in May, and loads of adventures. Now, openness with that full moon talks about release, releasing to what is, surrendering to the adventures that are, because if you surrender your attachments to certain ways of being, then you are inviting more adventure into your life. The yang is at number 1, that birthing anew. They've got a miniature sun in the hand, and it's sparking all of this creativity and excitement. Everything working from that solar plexus energy, that masculine energy, that masculine yang energy is all about the daytime, the daylight, illumination, joy, creation, okay? And you end off the month of a crumbling and keepers of the earth. So I do feel that near the end of the month, there is going to be an understanding of whatever you opened up to and whatever you released and surrendered to allows the structures in your life that have felt a little bit overbearing or a bit suppressive to fall away, dissipate, and open up to this paradise, to this oasis behind the structure. Okay, and this would be quite difficult for you, Capricorn, because you are very hardworking, almost traditional in the sense of what you put in, you must get out, and it's usually arduous work that you put in, then you will see the results. And I do feel like there could be an element of you starting to see that those belief systems aren't always necessarily true, maybe because the people around you, they're not putting in as much as you put in, and yet they are flourishing. Okay, so these are maybe the things, the mindsets or the belief systems that perhaps are coming crumbling down, those structures of the headspace, okay? But you do have ancient ancestors beside you. You do have your spirit guides around you supporting you, okay, in this illumination, in this breaking free. Let us go further. Okay. Capricorn, May 2022, the highest good please. Okay, I'll take you, the world. Okay, end of a major cycle as you start off May. Very exciting. Now, the world is a really celebratory energy. It means that whatever cycle you've been into up until now, you have learned everything there is to learn about it. And so you can celebrate in knowing that either you're coming up to the close to the end of it and you are making the space to give birth a new cycle in your life. And we're not talking a cycle that happens over the course of a week. We're talking a life cycle here. Okay. And then you're able to make a new change. What's unseen is the sun, that illumination, what I was talking about, that yang energy, that solar plexus energy. It's coming up, it's coming alive. And the crumbling is the temptation. Okay, so the temptation card is all about having that awareness of the things that you have been attached to, whether they be materials, whether they be people, relationships, whether they be home, or whether it is a mindset. And that is a thing. I mean, both these cards talk about exactly the same thing. So there's no denying that come the end of May, that is a thing that you are going to be understanding at a much deeper level. And as things crumble away, you're actually opening up to something far greater. That the things that kept you regimented and stuck in a particular way of being, you're starting to realize that there was a bit of holding on too tightly. It was a bit too much resistance in the holding on for dear life. Okay, now with this energy over here, you're more moving with the flow, because you understood that with openness comes more adventure. With openness and not being so stringent, opens things up a bit more. I'm going to use the fountain deck to clarify further. Okay, that wants to go there. Seven of Swords. Interesting. Okay, and Seven of Coins. I love it. I love it. Immediately what this says is, gone are the times, the major cycle in your life has been of where you sort of trying to keep too much to yourself. Well, it's not trying to keep things too much to yourself, but in the mental body, it's like you're not opening up your mind. You're not speaking your truth maybe to others, and you're keeping this for yourself, and you're only giving people. So the Seven of Swords, that's not the traditional meaning of the Seven of Swords, but this is what I'm intuitively picking up on. Because the swords mean intellect and air and technology, they basically govern the mental body. And what I feel here, particularly with this openness card here and the world, what I feel is you're ending a cycle. And this is quite major. Yeah. You're ending a cycle of keeping too much to yourself. Okay? So the thoughts that you have, the mind play that happens in your mind, anything to do with the mental body, planning for the future, gone are the days. You're reaching the end of the cycle where you no longer... it's like we all put a mask on when we speak to other people, okay? We put our best foot forward. We put the mask on. We're trying to kind of make sure we get on with lots of people, adapt to other people. But in that, sometimes what we're doing is we're hiding an element of ourselves, okay? You're keeping these thoughts to yourself, but you're only giving people a couple of your ideas, because you might be wanting to people please too much, or you might be wanting to, you're not quite sure how people are going to take it. And that's what's coming to an end, because the Seven of Swords to the Seven of Coins talks about then taking the time and starting to see the harvest of what it means to grow. And to grow in your, particularly in this stage of your life, to grow for you is about kind of taking the boundaries away from yourself, into like taking the guard away, just even if it's a little more, so that you can share your thoughts more freely, be more open. And that is going to open up the new adventures. That is what is opening up the new adventures. And that is the great lesson that you've learned, because you've seen it play out in so many flavors in your life, and you've done it now. So you're starting to see that actually, if I nurture with the Seven of Coins, if I take the time to really kind of take that barrier away, take the guard away, and share my thoughts more freely, there is more available to me. Okay, The Sun card, we have 9 of Wands and the Page of Coins. Okay, so with an ending comes an offering. 9 of Wands talks about reaching the end of, again, it's an ending, isn't it? But there's illumination that comes with it. 9 of Wands sometimes talks about, can be the wounded warrior. He's gone through, again, all the lessons learned within that cycle. He's been to war. He's seen the corruption. He has seen the death. He has seen the suffering. He has also seen the joy, because he's been through every single number leading up to the 9. And now that he's almost at the precipice of closing that off and starting afresh, a Page of Coins comes in to show him this. So with the 9 of Wands, he's usually the wounded warrior. He's almost, he's like a 25-year-old that looks 45, if you know what I mean, because he's worn out. Okay. The Page of Coins is this young, youthful energy, this childlike excitement, running in the fields with that Page of Coins, with that good news coming in, that offering coming in, that gesture that is going to help him in the to instigate something physical in his life. Okay. So for some of you, I don't know why I'm picking up on this, but for some of you, if you have been wanting to have a child, but it's been quite difficult to, I do feel that the Sun is now shining the light on you and giving you the energy to shift this away, this mental focus away, and be open to birthing something new. So I do feel, it's a very bizarre, because I've never had a message like this before, but if you're wanting to have a child, birth something new, create something new over there, the Sun is shining for you, and you've done everything you need to do, and it's coming forward for you. For others of you, what's unseen at this time is this inspiration, this great inspiration of a new step forward. Maybe it's a new project, a new work, a new environment, and it comes with childlike energy, childlike enthusiasm. Even though you have worked as far as you can in one particular field, I feel like that's now closing things off, and now you've got this invigoration for something something that's new and something that's exciting for you. So I do feel the May is going to bring huge amounts of inspiration, and that inspiration would not have come unless you were open to adventure, unless you were ready to release that guard against your mind and against sharing it with others. With temptation, now the crumbling, we have 7 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. Yes, this makes total sense, because the Cups talk about, so we've got like this mental energy first, and then we've got this fire energy here, which talks about your sense of spirit, your motivation, your drive forward, that solar plexus, right? Your drive to do things. With that all comes this outcome for the month of May. And what that outcome is that now that you feel that drive and that inspiration forward to create something new in your life, that the childlike energy of something new, something that has potential to go somewhere, right? Whether that be a new home, a new lifestyle, a new job, a new relationship, a new birth. There may be a little bit of difficulty arising with now, well, how can I embrace the new but still keep some of the old as well? So some of the old stuff that I really like, whether that be materials, your home, your relationships at work, or you know, your let's say routine, your sense of routine. It's like, well, you want this new exciting energy here, but you still want a bit of this too. And now what's happening is you feel like you might be a bit caught up between the two, meaning that, well, if I want to give birth to this new thing, I have to give up all of that. But what it is telling me here is that the things that need to be given up, the things that need to crumble, you've had the most of it. You've had the best of times from it. So whatever you get from here on out, it's just going to be a slow decay anyway, because everything has a season. Meaning that it's okay to let go of that past. It's okay to let go of the regiment that you had before. Sometimes it's like a best friend. We don't want to say goodbye, you know, because it's a way of believing, it's a way of seeing. But that's the thing that you might be kind of stuck up against by the end of the month, because with that, not if you release the old ways, then what you're left with is all of a sudden loads of opportunity that you can't decide what to do with that Seven of Cups. About, well, where am I now? Because I don't see where my footing is, because I don't know where I stand, because nothing is certain. And Capricorn, you love certainty. You love kind of a sense of structure, even if it's only to do with your emotions or only to do with your mental body. You like to know where you stand. I mean, we all do, but for you, very much so. And I feel like there is that, it could be where your head is maybe not in the clouds, but you might be switching and swapping and changing, because you feel like you are in uncharted waters. And that's what, but if you remember, then the beginning of the month, the openness was the thing that birthed adventure in your life. And wouldn't you want more adventure? Okay. As you also struggle to perhaps cling on to the old methods that seem to have worked really, really well for you, the Five of Cups turns up. And it's about kind of like, then you start to go, well, I don't want to make this decision because I know from the past it had a bad outcome, and I'm a bit worried to make this decision because in the past it had a negative outcome. Okay, the future will never replay to you exactly how you've had in the past, because you've already done those lessons, so there's no need to worry about that. But those are the things. So you might be a bit feeling a little stuck of like, where do I step? Because I'm now kind of I don't know where I stand. Okay, but you are not alone. You do have your support team around you, whether they be physical people or your spirit guides, your guardian angels, whichever way you want to look at it. Let us clarify further. The Seven of Swords, please, let's clarify. Woo! That's way too many spirit. Or maybe that's just my butterfingers. Bear with me 2 ticks. I'm just grabbing this from the ground. Oh, there's my face. Hello. Right. Let's have a look. Seven of Swords. Can we clarify? Thank you. The Empress. Yes. It makes total sense. What I was saying about you keep too much to yourself mentally. The Empress doesn't. The Empress knows that the more she gives, the more she has to give. It comes from unconditional love. It comes from nurturing, and actually those conversations that you have with people who mean a lot to you, whether they be work, family, friends, or romance. The Empress knows that actually the more she gives, the more she has to give. And in that open communication, love can be seen in many different aspects. That's really lovely, really lovely. So that's the thing that you're moving out of. Thank you. 7 of Coins. 6 of Cups. Okay. So the things that you have been working on and trying to harvest, what that does is it comes with the number 6. And the 6 is all about harmony, equal, give and exchange, right? But again, it's almost like it's creating the right conditions for you to feel more childlike again. I feel like you've been too serious with this, too serious up until now, and it's natural, because sometimes we have to deal with very, very serious things. But as you open up and pull away from those restrictions that you place upon yourself, whether you know it or you don't, and there are conditions from living life, right? From people and society and convention around us. But as you do so, what you start to nurture is the child in you that you have not seen in a while, that enthusiasm, that sense of adventure, that excitement, like the child here. It's really nice. It's really nice. 9 of Wands. Okay, what's coming to an end, please? This wounded warrior coming to an end. Thank you, thank you. Temperance and justice. I love it. Okay, so the wounded warrior that you have been, the things that you've been working really, really hard on, and it felt like it really pushed you to the edge. It was justice first. Know that there is great justice coming your way. The scales are now balancing to create this open blank canvas, this open platform for you to regenerate into something new, to return back to your childlike energy. This child, and it came with divine timing. Justice takes time for things to sort of shift before it goes like this, and temperance is all about working with she's got 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water. Means she's grounded, but she's also connected to the emotional body. She's also connected to spirit, and there is equal give and take. So the timing is perfect for you to do this. It's the timing. It's all about the timing here. It's all about the timing. You would have not been ready to accept this or embrace this had you not completed that cycle. Page of Coins. Oh, thank you. Queen of Wands. Yes, now you get your excitement, because the Queen of Wands is that feisty, energetic, entrepreneurial spirit who, doesn't matter what resources they have or what they don't have, they know they can make a job happen. They know that they can make something happen because they've got that, they're fueled with that fire energy, that va va voom. It's so much fire for you, so much masculine divine energy that's really fueling you. It comes from a space of the feminine heart, right? But it transforms into this make it happen energy. Really, really exciting. It could also be that someone at work is giving you a promotion or giving you an opportunity to stand out, or perhaps if you own your own business, this is you're stepping into the Queen of Wands energy, and you've now got the charisma and the confidence to declare what you want and make it happen without kind of worrying too much about what other people might think. Let's go to the Seven of Cups, please. Can we clarify the Seven of Cups? King of Cups. Ah, interesting. And Five of Cups, please. Knight of Pentacles. We'll take those as well. Why not? Five of Wands, Knight of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay. So there's two things going on here with the King of Cups. For some of you, it could be that the thing that might be crumbling is could be a partnership, okay, business or romantic, or friendship even. There could be a partnership that's crumbling, and that's the thing that you're sort of clinging on to, but it's the season is over. So that's not going to resonate with everyone, but maybe a small portion of you. For others of you, it's basically, it's saying, see, the King of Cups is really beautiful energy, really. He or she, gender's non-specific, but has emotional intelligence. They are solid because they feel so deeply. They are natural born empaths, but they've learned how to protect their energetic field and not get carried away with idealism. Okay, so it could be that you might be a bit spoiled for choice, and that might make you feel a bit in like self-doubt, because you see she doesn't look that pleased with all her choices that she has available to her. And one would think that actually, if you've got the luxury of options, this is a very prosperous thing. So it does feel like there may be the need to slow it all down, okay? You don't have to worry about having the end goal right away, because I feel like there's a toss-up between, oh, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen, because I feel a little bit outside my comfort zone. But the King of Cups is here to say, ooh, just absorb it all, filter it in, ground it down to the earth, and just sit with it for a bit, okay? It doesn't have to happen all at once. Now with the Five of Cups, there is a bit of conflict because it might feel like things are happening too slow with that Knight of Pentacles, okay? It's like a stop-start energy. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow and steady. The Knight of Swords, who's also turning up over here, is very fast and forceful. So it may be that you are pushed into making some sort of decision and you're not quite sure what to do. Again, try anything to bring you back to the King of Cups energy, about just absorbing it all and just sitting with it for a while. Even though there may be a bit of push from others around you to make a decision, I do feel that it's going to serve you best just to sort of process it. And as you're processing it, what you really are doing is you're working out for yourself where you might have an unhealthy attachment to something or someone or idea even, okay? Because that's really the point of all of this. It's about getting rid and stripping away the things that have become too either burdensome or causing too much stress in your life, or that actually doesn't need to be there. Okay, it was wonderful when you had it and that was fantastic, but that season has now come to an end. Things need to decay, they need to crumble away so you can birth something new, okay, which you are. I just want to see anything more, please, for this Two of Swords. What is this decision related to? Maybe you feel like you're in a position where you have to give up something to get something else. Like I was talking about this new opportunity, you want that. But if you wanted that, you had to get rid of something that you already have. And that may be the decision that needs to be made. And you want them both. But the energy of both are two different energies. So the two energies can't really coexist. In some cases, you can have a piece of this and a piece of that and mold and make your own variation, amalgamation of it, right? A complementary aspect. But it feels like one energy is stuck in the old and one energy is in the new, and they can't coexist. And so the choices you make are going to be based on what are the things that are going to drive you forward, that you don't actually, certain things that you don't need, certain situations that you don't need, certain people in your life that you no longer need, because they're not really serving you, you know. And those are the kind of choices, and you feel like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I would say it should become pretty clear to you that there are certain things that can be just released, that you are not alone in this, and that even if there is a bit of conflict surrounding any choices that you make or any things that you need to figure out, you've got to be really true to yourself about, okay, well, if I'm holding on to something so hard, maybe that's a little clue that it isn't really working in your favor. So use those clues. If you're holding on too tight, chances are it might be a little bit of any energy is good in the right moderation. If you're holding on too tight, that should be a good sign that perhaps it's become a little bit too much, okay? And maybe you just need to loosen your grip a little bit, okay? And return back to openness. So that's all I have for you, Capricorn. I hope it resonated. I wish you all the best for May, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.